other's throats to be going into the next level of events, to be taking trophies in Pacific. And this, as Mako said, in the pre-show interview, is the biggest one yet. They've only ever faced off internationals in the upper bracket finals at Reykjavik and Tokyo. And so now this is a do or die, and it's the first time they find themselves in that matchup in a global event.
Quiet the start things off here. DRX first on the attack, still have the spike dropped in a neutral position. As a triple face forward up cat here from PRX. Trying to see if they get a spot, get a catch, but so far, nothing quite being seen here. DRX now being clustered up outside of the A main. And this is
DRX sendiri, dia mau coba untuk 4 orang push A. Ada wall berarti ya?
Kind of shut down these duelists.
Double wall, Ci. Kejebak flashback. Langsung rotate. So, Patnya langsung ke B. Tewas satu nih. Something. Sangkan.
Any to the DRX player.
A bit of whiffy for him. Already counter rotations here from PRX in case this ends up going to B, which it is. Gonna leave freeing on a bit of an island here as he tries to flush this. Your outspots the shoulder, finds a headshot, does eat damage on this point, but already
something dead tiba-tiba nih. Serot, mati man, pajemnya. For second, what a threat, Jing, nice. Only Bane.
70 HP, frantic trying to find a shot. Sends out the recon,
nice.
to no avail.
Ini udah PRX.
And PRX get the opening pistol.
Ya, jangan senang guys,
But it's all on the back of the initial strategy plus the mid rounding from PRX, something that they have improved upon mightily, and I'm sure a lot of fingers would be pointing towards Mini in that regard. The way that they're able to slow down their play, the way that they're able to make these good rotations. You know, the trap plays have always been there. Playing with that wall in the front, shutting down those duelists on the entry. You got so much ability for flashing and stalling with this comp that PRX runs. Playing around that is something I've been wanting to see more from this team on this map. You have so much utility on this defensive side to make life awful for the attackers.
Quick TP into wine. Forward face in the A main here. Gate crash going forward. That'll just get cleared out. Now PRX very much having the upper hand. It's just going to be freeing. Set back over towards B main. Full classics, of course, here for DRX. So see what kind of damage they're going to be able to deal.
Yeah, you got to be wary of Mako in that smoke. You don't want to give him a freebie with the classic there. Jing throws out the slow orb. Just trying to delay beta response. It's some kind of info, but DRX playing it close to the vest.
Ball now at the ready. It's just going to be timing util across the board here for the side of PRX to keep things slowed down. Now the face in. Jing able to find himself a fourth. Cleans up one, steadies the spray, finds flashback. It's going to be another 3K, potentially more.
Jing 3K.
As something swings around through Gelato, freeing a world away.
No ace for today.
And it's looking like a flawless round, freeing. Best he can really muster is going to be a collection on the orb. He does need to die.
He does.
30 seconds left.
All comes up. PRX now well aware of where he is going to be. Looks like he's going to try to hand this one over to something. Marshall here around the corner has the shot. Flawless fashion. It's a 2-0 start for PRX.
And again, I like the patience that we're seeing from PRX. They're not overcommitting to that angle. I mean, do you think of PRX a year ago, 2 years ago, Jing and Forsaken are just rushing onto this A main position. Instead, they're playing smart. They're using that wall to set up a high-low. You know, Forsaken could even TP up on top of that wall, right, to add an extra layer to it. They have the smoke there that he can duck into to avoid the recon. There's a lot of really nice layers to that play from Jing and Forsaken. And if you can get the Battle Sage going here for PRX on this map, that is scary.
Upgrade. Now here to the Outlaw. Only one player with half armor on the side of DRX. It's going to be flashbacks. Let's see if something is going to be able to get him into sights. A little bit of taps there through the smoke. Mako unable to find a connection. Ups the back away. This time, though, DRX fully investigating mid.
And quite a bit change up in the Vice utility here. They're really spreading it across the map from Devi. He's got the wall in mid.
Ooh, wide swing coming through. Fring going to be taken down. Flashback able to answer one of his own.
Oke, anjir Jing udah ada ulti ya tiba-tiba. Mau lompat lagi. Jing mati buat.
Maintains a 4v4, but damage dealt to a lot of players on the side of the DRX.
Udah berdua, Batman.
Able to find two as Bane and Flashback both get taken down through the clone.
What a spam.
Batman looking sharp to start.
Mendarat gitu, Ci.
Widely leaves just Mako As that Arc Rose flash goes through, they confirm presence here on the side.
Udah ketahuan posisinya aja. Nunggu.
Saturate.
Your man.
Around the corner, rebounds off the wall. Does manage to get a minor connection, but
Oh anjing, komit gitu cok, langsung cok udah ketahuan posisi 2 orang situ.
DRX.
Tebak skor 2-0 PRX.
Especially as Mako gets ready to
PRX
swing
menang
this.
2-0.
A high-low setup with another player around the corner, and Cat is going to be Divine to find the kill. Minute 10 just try to tuck away here in hell and hold on to this Vandal, but there's still 20 seconds.
You would expect PRX to go on the hunt, considering it is their bonus. For sure, going to be looking for this. Already spamming down in there. Oh my god, those are so close.
Oh, and there you have it. Spray just a bit off, something able to find it with the classic, and that's going to be the bonus conversion now coming through here for PRX once again. A very steady round.
I can't stress how impactful of a start this is for PRX, because if you think about this map, they've had shaky defenses throughout this Champions. PRX just hasn't really been able to find that consistency. They're often finding themselves in large deficits to start their defender side, and they have to claw back into those 5-7, 7-5 halves. And on the other side of the coin, DRX is generally very, very good on the attack on this map. And so all of these things coming into play are extremely concerning for the DRX players. They need to get something going
Panas
here.
guys, maaf guys ya kalau nggak pakai baju, maaf ya.
For sure in the next.
Still a decent investment compared to what we're used to seeing from DRX. 3 stingers and some sheriffs, and well, there goes one of them. Bring shut down Jing instant with the headshot. You can find him just here on the other side of that wall, but
one way gitu Ci. Nggak ketahuan.
Punishable from this position at all. That wall is still going to be standing.
Tuh muncul palanya sedikit kena tuh cok. Aduh. Anjing langsung flashback tuh ngarah ke situ semua anjing.
They're just gonna wait this out. Just trying to
Aduh,
use as
gemes
much
gue
time as they
cok.
can.
Kena wallbang. Oh enggak.
Doesn't get the spot.
Oh, there's the jump, but it's still going to be only minor damage taken again. The weaponry just not going to be strong enough. Wall now getting ready to fall. That's a clone there to try to body block.
Lega sedikit, lega sedikit. Trot, davai.
All down with a ghost. And that's going to be the 4-0 start with 4 players still standing for PRX.
Yeah, I mean, the economy is going to be out of control for PRX, and they are looking so solid in their protocols. And you have to like the way that Jing is finding these timings with the Sage Wall and is getting tons of value out of it. He's 9-1 now, and he's playing so confidently, so smart there. Even with the clone in his face, he's able to react in time to take Flashback down. A nice cheeky play from Flashback, but it's dealt with properly. And that's huge. That is frankly something that
langsung time out,
the VODs, you know, when we were getting ready to come here to Paris, was the fact that you have these 2 walls in this comp, and I didn't like the way that PRX wasn't necessarily always getting value out of them. They were often just throwing them down in the early part of the round, and then, you know, trying to place a mid-round after that, and they still often were getting the misreads. They weren't quite finding the success in that mid-rounding style. So now you're just being a little bit more patient. Jing looking for his moments, and has been really on point so far, to say the least.
No, he very much has. I mean, it's 9-1 here at the moment. But the DRX is certainly dialing if this timeout is not able to find a conversion off the back of it. But that's a big improvement compared to the last outing here for PRX, where Jing certainly had his absences.
Yep. I think of the 3 agents that we mainly see Jing play these days, the Sage is the one that concerns me the most at times. I think it works really well on this comp, potentially, again, but it hadn't come to fruition until today, until now, at least so far. We'll see if they can, you know, continue this run throughout the rest of the half, but this round, absolutely a must-win.
Well, this time, going for the rush play here. Pushes forward, there's a big reveal, but could be a quick escape from the flashback. Does manage to avoid catastrophe, still eats a bit of damage on the exit.
And that's okay. You can do that now because you've been conditioning them that you're going to be slower off the start. Something with that judge trying to tuck into the corner.
Okay, Kenman does manage to find that one. I thought perhaps he missed the timing. His flashback was sprinting through that smoke, but Kenman also able to find another kill. Batman does get taken down, but the AWP here from Divine now ringing out, now being known. The flashback is deep here in the site, and Forsaken has no read of that whatsoever. Ends up losing to a backstab, and now he's got 2 players with plenty of cash, but with an operator to try to retake a site versus 4. You know that you've dealt damage. The question is, do you actually try to commit in for this?
You could maybe throw Jing at it and just see if he could find anything.
It's Jing, the first one to start backing away, so the call to save has been made. DRX, one player sacrifice, will be able to get themselves on the board here. Just a quick pacey hit, a trap play. Doesn't really get sprung by PRX on the opposite side of the map. They managed to execute well on the B.
And it's just DRX going back to what makes them so successful, right? Like I said earlier, I think the name stands for does ridiculous executes. And just right there, you're seeing why, right? Like they're so good in those set plays. But they're going to need more than just that, I would suspect, potentially. But I think I'd keep dipping into that well until PRX proves that they can stop it. That right there, really good stuff. Getting Flashback in there, not having to worry about something, because Flashback throws his ult through, you know,
baru gua ilangin dikit langsung tiba-tiba menang di RX ini. Tak boleh, tak boleh.
You have a big head?
I believe that's what he said.
Okay, maybe it means like big brain.
Yeah, could be.
Or maybe he's just insulting his player. Not sure. Either way, onward we go. DRX is going to be able to get some back-to-backs here. Obviously, the money. It's going to take a lot of consecutive round wins for DRX to break the bank of PRX at this point.
Giving yourself good opportunity here in this round with the ult cycles as well. Bane went away, Hyunmin went away from their big game changers. See if they can get those orbs scooped up and get cycled into it. Actually going to give it to Freeing, puts his one away as well from a Steel Garden. Batman looking to find some damage somewhere. Forsaken got lit up a bit off screen.
Fully sure how. Maybe just standing forward into the smoke. A bit of spray from Mako's Phantom, perhaps. Does allow for something to get posted up on this angle, and there's the heal coming through, and there's the peak. As Mako does go down.
Oh, that's brutal. That's your smoke's gone.
Smoke's gone. Which the one's dissipating here in front of the main wall set up as well from Jing to try to delay, and Freeing has to check every single angle to make sure that there's no one posted up on top of this. But now Jing swings back around, scales forward instantly over towards bench. He's getting a lot of map control, getting a lot of information. That's why you see the rotation starting to come through from PRX. Now
wow.
The swoop in, and the tap on the Bane is just absolutely gorgeous from Jing.
Nah, baru nambah satu skor tiba-tiba kebantai lagi nih DRX nih. Nih cerot. Jing gila kah? Oke.
PRX up 5-1.
You gotta love the timing here that Jing is taking. It almost doesn't work out. DRX kind of gets a sense of it, but he just wins out the fight. He's just too good right now. Hyunmin there, just able to duck the collat. Jing stops him in his tracks as he's trying to rotate over. And I like this aggression. Again, different looks. Every round has been something quite different from Jing in his positioning, in the way that he's delaying with his wall. In this case, looking for the lurk late round. All these little things that we're seeing added into his game today are why he is lighting up the scoreboard.
He was watching that previous game, clearly. Saw Scuba going crazy on Abyss. Well, yeah, I could do that. Absolutely incredible from him. He's already one charge away from his second res of the half here at round 7.
Absolutely bananas. Trying to test that A site pressure. Wall at the front. A lot of the mice still in tree. So this is going to be a little bit tricky potentially for DRX. A lot of stall ability here.
Jarang bisa menang Eko sama dia PRX cuy.
Tuh. For the opener, but Hyunmin out of the sky. Quick escape there on the TP, flashback, pushing forward at Tree. Comes up with a third Mako.
Oh my god. Mako, 1v3.
Recovers a weapon, has to go for the reload, but Jing is on the approach. He's got the timing. The kill is his. The lead continues to get stretched for PRX.
They're just fearless today. And the timings here are so precise. Nice little flick up, a dodge out of the Hunter's Fury and the trailing Hyunmin. For Forsaken, and doubles down, gets a 3K to boot. Absolutely just fearless are these PRX players. And they are starting to run away with things here. DRX has enough for this buy. If they lose this one, they're going to be back onto an eco. Need to find a way to get value out of these ultimates. Got some big ones, got that convergent paths, got the Steel Garden. Should be a very winnable round. Get some value out of those. Something, though, so far forward.
He's tucked in here. Hyunmin able to find one. Forsaken going to be dead over at main. Spot out the kill. finds something, gets out scot-free, gets the trade. That's freeing down. No more sealed garden to be concerned about. Jing just trying to set the wall. We'll be able to do so. Backpedals, gets the kills going through.
Oke, entry cepat nih.
Going for the entry, swings back.
Min doang.
With a flash.
Mereka dari mega split 3 sama min. Oke, saya udah kedapet nih. Anjing 4 biji di situ semua, cok, nggak ada yang flank kan anjing. Udah mati yang flanknya. Nggak dapat mulu nih plan ini. Dari DRX nggak dapat plannya coy. Tuh dicicil atu-atu coy. Ngepick atu-atu anjir. Dan ujung-ujungnya pada tewas semua gara-gara PRX. Pembantaian kayak ini, Re. Ini DRX milih mapnya sendiri tapi kok malah dibantai sama PRX, Re.
Just classic PRX right here. Wanting to get aggro as you're trying to get into your plant. Just getting ahead of the curve. This is something that you so well. And it's all because something is able to get his ult going. And he's able to use it so effectively, creating that extra angle that DRX has to worry about from main as well. And just ruins the plant attempt before it can even be started. And it's going to have to be,
I was wondering. Starting to hit that point where it feels like that second timeout is absolutely necessary.
Cepet banget langsung dapat timeout kedua sih.
Will be committed here to just try to rescue as much as they can here in this opening half.
Kena pressure kan DRX ketemu PRX ya, mentang-mentang sering ketemu sih.
Absolutely correct.
Pas ketemu bukan Epet, ganas banget DRX ini.
Have talked to me about how they were a little nervous going up against this cop because of just how chaotic it can be, how crazy it can be. Obviously, PRX, a team known to enjoy the chaos a bit, but even with kind of DRX coming into this tournament with an idea to sort of almost take a page out of PRX's book in some manners, that they're able to hang on no problem so far. They're looking really in control of this. They're the ones setting the tempo. They're the ones setting the pace. And again, it all started with Jing, and now you're just getting really good mid-rounds, really good reads, shutting down every execute so well. Whether it be the vice builds, stage builds, really nice flashes, all those things coming together here.
Kebaca banget, coy. Mereka udah sering banget ketemu DRX, jadi udah kebaca banget permainan DRX sih. Sedangkan yang lain kan belum bisa ngebaca pemain DRX, mungkin gitu kali ya. Oh shit, sorry guys.
If they want to
Garden itself, maybe not going to find the most value. Will get the Stingers out of hand, at least for now. It's just going to be Hunman quickly refracting back out towards safety. This execute here from DRX has very much been slowed up. By getting caught there with Ching, finding a hell of a shot on a flashback. As they say, we don't need the guns. Take them away if you want. We will take your life. Ching gets himself another 3K with Sheriff in hand, and DRX cannot buy a round.
That is absolutely backbreaking. I mean, when you commit the Steel Garden, the Sheriffs are there in the back pocket, and PRX, fearsome Jing just dialed in today. Another 3K. What is that, 4 or 5?
It's a lot.
Senyum banget tuh,
It is a lot.
Senyum banget tuh.
Coach Cameron, Alex is popping off.
Wait,
with
what world is this?
positivity.
Have I changed dimensions?
It's absolutely insane. He's got 17 kills with 9 rounds played.
Unbelievable. Well, Flashback has his ult. Still sitting on a res as Jing just hasn't needed to use it. Patman has the Hunter's Fury as well. So my goodness, DRX got to dig deep here, find some way. Use this dimensional drift to get a good read, get a good execute. See if you can get around some of this oppressive Sentinel U-tilt. Jing again up on the wall, but taking a really tight angle here. Expecting that maybe somebody would be trying to play through that smoke. Maybe Mako is going to get aggressive in that position. TP coming his way. Jing back off for now. 3-man stack heading over towards A. This looks to be
right here.
Kind of the landing zone here, but there hasn't been much contact on the map for either side, so kind of playing a guessing game. Our PRX trying to figure out exactly how they want to maneuver themselves. They've maybe guessed wrong, and it's a TP over to try to disguise this dimension.
Actually,
ngelag woi.
it's Jing there. Paranoia was sent out behind this, but Flashback gonna make an exit here into Hell on the A site, otherwise unoccupied here by PRX. They'll have to start looking for a retake. Something going to be wary about this potential flank coming through. Will not read
Oh my god. Woi, kena soda Mako, woi.
Shocked her from Batman. Is able to find Mako. Must have sent him out before the Hunter's Fury.
DRX sudah bisa akhirnya bisa planting juga ya. Bisa nggak nih retake yang PRX nih? Oh no, Fraying so big bro. Batman, go! 1v4, clutch!
Batman still with potential to be able to do some damage here.
Masih banyak duit, bisa maju-maju aja, amanah ya bre. Oh, nggak tahu tuh.
Answer is going to be no. Damn near flawless, just the shotgun on the Mako. The draw blood as DRX will finally be able to double up.
Yeah, and you know, showing just how valuable that Euro ult is. Getting that great info. They can open up the A site, get that plant down, get into that post-plant scenario. Much tougher for PRX to deal with that. A great crossfire setup at tree because of Freeing. Finding the timing on the backstab to something. Finally able to kind of win out. One of those scenarios that comes down to just who's going to get the read on who. Flashback going to have an op coming into this round as well. DRX, 2 more to go in this half. Let's see if they can make it an 8-4. End on the right foot. Some pressure from Freeing, but something's challenging with this op. Gets rid of the wall though.
Freeing had considered, I think, a swing to clear the drone, but wisely tucks away. Avoids this operator here. Here's that jump forward, and he has to know who's going to be on the other side of that corner. Tucked here for the moment. DRX though, really scaling forward.
Main slow nih dari DRX nih.
Some space into mid, but they've widely been
Dari tadi masalah slow mulu nih.
Yeah, they're just.
Apa karena main cepet mereka nggak bisa ini kah?
Really masuk kah? Out if there's going to be any lurks, any attempted kind of pressure on the map from PRX. I just seen the jump spot there.
Satu orang.
Wall up for Jing. This also seems to be part of the game for them. Waiting this Sage wall out. They don't want to give that extra info over intentionally, at least so far.
It's a late placement though. They're going to have to clear this.
Yep.
Oof.
Again on the hunt, pushing forward, and looks like Freeing might just be calling the trap, but he has.
Pick tipis kena badannya ya.
Virtue here for something. Order without the kill. These segments need to be broken down, but they just don't have great weaponry.
Pakai shotgun ya.
Bane could use the Phantom, but
aduh, kena jeba. Lukanya. 14 guys, commit guys. Yang kelamaan gengs. DRX, halo. Oh. Waduh, bingung.
Right there on the machine, still set into the corner. Is absolutely indomitable in this map.
My God, man, what a shot, bro. Kena slow dia.
PRX lock up a 9-2 half.
And it's another 3K. This is maybe the best half of Valorant I've ever seen from Jing. We've seen some damn good ones.
Mantap loh, Ci.
A lot of questions sometimes when he's not on that raise. And he's answering them in a big way.
24-1 is absolutely ridiculous. And he's had this res for the longest time, just hasn't really had a need to use it.
No.
Maybe in the previous you could argue, but quickly we're PRX overwhelmed. Now they're looking to go ahead and get themselves a 10-2 half. PRX at this point going to be playing for a 9-3. That's a very good shot from Freeing. Dodges the up shot and responds in con. Convergent pass now going to be sent out over towards the A site. Forsaken, however, not going to be caught by this up at heaven. Paranoia. Okay. Is able to go ahead and jump away from heaven. Now going to be taking that flashback. Find that kill. Push from Jing, getting ready to come through. Might be able to find a catch.
Okay,
no, it's just going to be the res. He gets something back into the fight. Brings it now into a 4v4. Spring shows that he is still present on this side of the map.
Cool.
The flash does not connect. Backpedaling away. These two players, though, a world apart. That still plays well. Freeing does get caught.
Timing.
Mako found on the Jing. TP forward across. Forsaken gets himself situated here.
Okay, and Jing on fire, bro.
Finds the shutdown and gets himself a 3K of his own. DRX will rescue a third round.
But just a dominant half from PRX. Really have found good tweaks on this defender side to get themselves well situated to take their opponent's map pick away from them.
DRX going to need to come out swinging. None of these round wins have been consecutive. They've all been spread out. They've all been very labored. They need to have a stronger start if they want to try to run this one back. Otherwise, try to get a ton on Lotus, and that is a scary prospect for them. Let's go ahead, though, as we go into the halftime break. Send it over to Lou, who's hanging by in one of our various watch party booths.
What a pleasure for me to be joined by Whipper, French DRX, big fan, and of course co-streamer. Whipper, mon frère, tu le sais, Renaud, je suis trop contente de t'avoir ici au Champions. On va se poser quelques petites questions. And we have Zerator right behind us. So first of all, where did that passion for DRX started from? We know you've been following them since 2021. So why this team and not another? And why are you still rooting for them even when they're struggling like on a scène? Donc pourquoi cette passion pour DRX depuis 2021? Et pourquoi tu continues de les suivre même quand c'est un peu galère?
Il y a ni plus ni moins mon joueur préféré, Mako, qui joue dans l'équipe. J'adore son style de jeu, je m'y reconnais énormément. Et pourquoi ils vont en venir? Parce qu'ils sont arrivés avec un plan dans ces Champions. La Waylay, le Yoru, ça marche, ça a fait ses preuves et ils peuvent encore revenir.
So why do I still believing in them here at Champs? Because they came with a plan, the Yoru Waylay, it's gonna work whether it's on this map or not. And I've been following Mako, he's my favorite player since 2021. So that's why I'm rooting for them nonetheless. And you have a beautiful community that has been following you for years now. But if you have to give, you know, our viewers 2 good reasons to join the Whip City community, what would it be? Donc big shout out à la communauté des Whip City évidemment, mais si tu devais l'élargir et donner 2 raisons de les rejoindre, ça serait quoi?
Les courses de billes pour commencer. Et en vrai, je suis là tout le temps pour toutes les ligues, tous les niveaux, Game Changers, Challengers, VCT, je suis là à chaque fois. Donc je suis un rendez-vous sur lequel on peut compter, je pense. Voilà.
Notre rendez-vous de watch party préféré, of course. So yeah, I'm doing all watch parties, Game Changers, you know, Challengers, every league. So if you're just an esports fan of Valorant, just join. And of course, we are doing marble races in my chat. So you can, of course, tune in. Merci beaucoup, Renaud. Thank you so much. And we're gonna see if DRX can take the win or not on Ascent. See you.
Seems like a man of culture, likes Mako, has got a good taste in glasses, and yeah, go ahead and check him out, of course. But let's go ahead and dive into our Coinbase Econ report here, and Jing.
Take a guess.
Jing. I like Jing.
Jing good.
Zoom in on Jing. There we go. It's big damn. The TLDR.
Yeah. This is the Three Gorges Dam here. This is absolutely massive. I mean, look at that. He is just destroying Flashback, too. I mean, that shuts down so much of that entry power that DRX wants to bring into these situations. Yeah, you've got Gunman there as well, but so much of it is predicated on those extra flashes and things like that that you can get into the mix. And just wrecking Flashback after he had such a good performance for DRX against MIBR to get here. Tough start, but who knows? It's Ascent, it's defender's side.
All being at the turn of this Pistols. There's a ping reveal, but it's going to be Vayne who actually ends up taking the brunt of the damage.
Oh, this is going to be completely unnoted. Yunmin.
Hello Rizwan Remin, Izana juga. Selamat malam juga Izana ya. Ada pengalaman ke malam ini? Ada.
In which case you're running into the strong side of DRX. You're still going to have the fast rotation from Yunmin. I mean, this has to just be an extremely clean execute for PRX, and you better hope that DRX's players don't find this timing on the lurk.
Well, there it is.
Bad.
He hasn't been able to find it. Tabin goes down. That means that the spike now dropped, and that very much slows up the approach. Thorns as well going to be popped as something. Gets some TP forward over towards Snaps. The swing out, and somehow Vayne surviving. Able to find that one free. Kill as well.
Second wave.
Himself a second.
Okay, Divide 1v3.
Heroics being put up from this guy. Spike starting off the round with basically no health. Spike now whirled away here from Divide, completely, utterly surrounded. He tries to advance forward. The swing is going to be there, and Hyunmin will be the one to put him down. DRX find the pistol they desperately needed.
Yeah, that's a massive win for DRX. And it's all off the back of that early pressure that they're able to create with Hyunmin. Able to take so much space, find that pick. Wow, Vayne on the fadeaway there. Finds two.
Posisinya bagus
A
sih.
little bit off the mark for the PRX players on some of those shots, but yeah, you can hear the sighs of relief here for DRX.
Ayo PRX.
Really
Jangan sampai kena comeback lagi ya, tolong banget nih PRX.
Blown out of the water in that first
Belajar dari masa lalu, oke?
Maybe return the favor, just a sheriff for Divide. Otherwise, couple Guardians. You got the Spectre, you got the Bulldog, you got the Marshal.
All right, looking for a timing. Will end up getting taken down. But he's usually so consistent with, not going to be doing well for him.
That's so fast. Okay, that's so fast.
4K out in mid. Some clean taps from the Guardian. DRX
Clean and knock.
on themselves now. A 2-0 start in the second half.
Now let's see if DRX is going to be able to diagnose and cure some of these mid-pressure, these mid-lurks that DRX has been able to prescribe for themselves, because you're going to have to start shutting that down if you're going to get any purchase into these attack-sided rounds. So I think you got to just make sure that you're at least contesting that space early. You know, let Divide, let Forsaken control the extremities, control B main, A main, but really some of the other players need to be working on this. Flashback loves this smoke position. So try to
again.
Yeah.
Pushing forward here into mid. Out of the Jing,
Itu gerakan macam apa itu?
Able to find a smattering of damage. He of course can heal off. Trying to scale forward, but again,
Ooh, what a save, Jing.
Take it down over at bench.
Jing is just wrecking him.
The game continues. Another kill. Bane now leading out the drone. Can't spot anything here into mid. Just gets a glimpse of Forsaken. A world away. Swing around the back. A quick peek there, but Frame does end up getting noted. And now you've got Jing in a punished position. Ready to shut him down on a re-entry.
Jing ace.
Divide's wall.
Bane now to try to hold this line.
Oh my god, Brain!
Tucks back. Recon at the ready. Dodges the paranoia.
Okay.
Swoops in.
Damage, Andy.
Overall,
Okay,
will be
Forsaken.
overwhelmed, I should say.
3 lawan 2. Hati-hati, masih bisa win dulu buat mereka.
Potential opportunity to try to swing this one back.
Yuk, main aman yuk.
I'm not doubting it yet.
What a transfer of momentum it would be if they're able to find this and get the bonus converted. Bring it to just a 3-round deficit. I'm going to be working against them a bit here, though. Only really have damage on Divide.
Still have a paranoia.
Gets sent across. There's a both going to be connected upon as Mako scaling forward, able to find Divide.
Okay, yeah, timing.
Get caught on the timing, trying to set up for the diffused smoke. Forsaken will find 3. PRX, they suffer some losses, but they managed to deny that bonus conversion.
Yeah, it's really nice damage done by PRX, but I like the early part of this round, even though they get caught out by Bane's utility. And again, just got to give a huge shout out to Bane, the way he has been stepping up as a support player, and then he hits 2 crazy good sheriff shots to boot in this round. But he's doing so much work on the Sova for DRX throughout this event. You know, the shooting may not be as flashy as a Hyunmin or a Flashback, but man, he's still good for a few, it feels like. He's always, you know, there for the trades, there for the setup with the util. And it's just doing a nice job.
Right, that op in Flashback's hands, and this is where it needs to get flashy. This is where he needs to find his impact. He's been so clean with this sniper the whole event throughout. Very large reason for why they've made it this far to begin with.
Yep. He's been incredible. Let's see what the setup is.
Oh, posisi ketahuan.
Sets up an exit path. And we'll just go ahead and take that. We'll jump back in.
Hati-hati bisa jadi bait. Okay, nice.
Just a matter here. Where PRX wants to go with
Lucu.
10 minutes swung out wide. Oh, the whip.
Okay, nice Forsaken.
Great boss down.
Nice trade.
Flashback does get traded. The operator now on the floor. Crossfire attempt here from Bane. Trying to refill that space. Does
Bane.
manage to find Divide. Tucks back around the
Oh
corner.
wow.
It's Hyunmin.
Oh wow,
Quickly
Hyunmin.
leads him.
Oh,
Another 2
something.
kills.
Something nih bro. Bisa nih.
Something here in mid. 1v3.
Enable
Spike
Ben
still
low.
dropped. Bane will swoop forward. Something will be able to clean that one up. It's a tiny bit of damage. And timing here by Freeing. Now down to 46. Freeing just opting to back away. Mako now taking that space in mid. Trying to keep this angle covered and will be able to find the punish. Players left standing. That gets damn close. The operator to be recovered. DRX though, managing to fight back a bit more.
Yeah, this is a really nice round from Hyunmin. Just found a great timing there as Jing was trying to do a little bit of mid-exploration himself. Just gets shut right down. And Hyunmin,
he's 3 kills away from tying Jing.
That's crazy. He's just gone crazy.
Jing 22 kill cok. Time out PRX. Nice time out.
Going to be taken by PRX. Let's see what they want to think about. And that was brutal too. Jing having that res maybe for part of the rest of the round. Something's going to have his ult, though, coming into this one, so this is a great time to take a timeout here as PRX. Really lean into the fact that you've got some opportunities here to maybe change your destiny a bit, whether it be in this round or the next, depending on how you want to manage your economy here. I'm assuming this is going to be a bit of a save. for PRX. Man, you'd love to get a Convergent Pass or a Hunter's Fury out of DRX here. If you do go for the Eco, you have to imagine it's going to be mostly Sheriffs. Then think about how you want to get value out of that Dimensional Drift, how you want to either just ignore mid because you want to turn up the tempo, just go for some big flashy executes, or maybe getting Patman a little bit more involved in some of that util battle with Bane, trying to make sure that you're identifying when and where the DRX players are stepping out. Make sure you've got short A on lockdown so Hyunmin can't keep stepping out into the open and tearing your heads off.
We're starting to get up to the pace that we were kind of expecting from the outset in this game. It's very slow to start with DRX. Widely just getting swatted aside by PRX. Starting to find their footing. We're starting to get more into that namesake Pacific gameplay here between these squads. See though, PRX are going to be able to work some thrifty magic. DRX will be able to bring that gap just a bit closer.
Yeah, just making sure they've got those ults ready for the next round. Who knows, maybe even this round if things start to go their way a bit. Getting one away from the Steel Garden for Divide. Rotate over to the other side. A smoke there to back Hyunmin off that tree. That's a nice little adjustment.
Mako here for the moment. He's going to tuck into wine.
DMD sih gue kebang pertama baru dibalas anjir udah 3 bulanan. Buset baru buka HP dia Ci. Waktu selama itu ya. Habisnya nabur Palu. Palu lah. Main lah.
Waiting for Divide to try to make some noise, draw some attention back across the opposite side of the map.
Fuck. Bahaya nih, Cok.
Gonna be heard. Paranoia at the ready. Now sent the swing coming through. Quickly collecting the two in front of him. And there's the third. Fourth down to fall. And Hyunmin gonna be hunting for an ace. Flashback,
no
however,
ace.
will take it away. But
No ace, okay.
Flawless round win.
Ya soalnya lah namanya Eko ya.
PRX, any hope of a thrifty?
Yeah, just a nice setup here.
Nah ini PRX, masa tackernya masih PR banget sih. Ya saya langsung kena poros Palu malam ini. Kejar sampai gol. Wow.
He's now 23-11. He has somehow slingshotted his way to the top of the standings.
I didn't think that was going to be possible in this map. I thought Jing was just going to run away with it. But Hyunmin really standing tall now. Flashback going to be the one at short this time. Again, Ping's awareness.
Izana baru saja mengirimkan kado isekai 10.000. Bang cowok yang paling ganteng di kelas abang siapa?
Gue. Anjing galak, Cok. Ada namanya Alip ya yang ganteng ya. Tahu aku kau itu anjing. Izana. Cowok yang paling ganteng Rere. Oh, okay, nice trade. Oh fuck, come on, PRX. What the fuck is this, bro?
They're out onto the two players and PRX been held at bay.
Don't play like that, please. Please,
very much guess that the other's going to be there to follow.
Oh my. DRX is really doing it.
They just can't even get out of wine.
No, they're stuck.
Another smoke. Cycle forward. Somebody just managed to find one. They have the spike in hands. It's an opportunity to try to play this one out, but it's a lot of weight here onto the shoulders of Patman.
They have enough time, I think.
Spitting a recon this time.
Cuma trapnya tuh udah something scarabot 8 SP anjing.
Warren's timing though, that would just be something dead on the floor. Starting to understand now, so Warren's one gonna be popped. Swing around the back, Patman catching a glimpse. Spike now being committed to just here at the bottom of the back stairs.
Kalau bisa, wah kalau kelas juga pantat dia asli.
Try to bail themselves out. Swing this round. Feels like they have no right to do so. Door ready to come through, something basically needing to hit a headshot to have any chance to really impact the round from here. Spot on the one. Has to back away, but this is already decent time buying.
No.
There's Mako. dealt with. Something finding one.
Hampir 2 orang
Actually,
loh.
will just get overwhelmed. Unable to
Jadi
find that
kalau bisa
opening
clash
kill.
S
So
gila
the
sih.
Fuse just going to be passed over to freeing. They're trying to get that next Steel Garden online. And DRX are just 2 rounds away from tying this up.
And this is a massive round for DRX in multiple ways. You get the dimensional drift out of something, and you put the economy on the back foot again for PRX. This defender side has been incredible, and
Oh my god.
PRX, just like DRX on the other side of the coin, is struggling to find answers, struggling to find any kind of footing. So they're going to have a bit of a buy coming through. A lot of half armors, a regen shield, and a couple ults. That Steel Garden has to be impactful here for Devi. He's playing a little bit safe early. Actually going to be the outlaw.
Kameranya mana BTW? Nggak ada cam sih?
The economic
Oh, benar
situation
camnya padahal.
PRX would be in. That's even more dangerous than an operator in most ways.
Ini ada kontrol.
Just
Dia
really
kontrol mid sekarang.
trying to set up for this mid control, but again, DRX has a good setup initially.
Drone able to get a spot on the 2. As Forsaken does face forward into it. Approaching the market. Ever closer. Just Hyunmin around this corner. Freeing waiting over on the stairs side. Saturate's going to be sent early. Just catches the clone. Will be cleared. And on the back of that swing, able to find the catch here onto Hyunmin.
It's a nice beta utility though.
He's about to reface into this, I think.
He wants it.
And signs to back away. Something just trying to draw attention at this point. Loses his life instead as Mako finds the timing on a Forsaken. Paranoia immediately sent over towards 3. PRX very much boxed in. Fight their way forward. The spike now being taken over towards window. Hyunmin's right here at the ready, but it's going to be freeing on the
This is
flank.
so bad, bro.
Guns down too. This is over. No
So
opportunity.
it's so
for
bad,
Batman.
bro. Please, PRX, apa
It's a
sih?
flawless round, another for DRX, as they are just 1 away from tying this up.
What a comeback that they're running. This is a huge win for Hyunmin, up to 24 and
Susuk
12.
ini ke attacker mereka anjing.
That is absolutely on
Sudah kayak
one.
gini
Three
amat
with
attacker
another
mereka
great
deh.
timing to backstab the
Gue
PRX
sambil main game
players.
hampir gue
And oh boy, we
baru ya
have
bang
got a
ngedapetin
match
cara
on our
pekora
hands.
sama kali pemori nggak boleh.
It is going to be the second time
Ini
out for
kondisi masih setengah
PRX to
kuat.
try to get this figured out. I don't think Alex is going to be popping up anymore. I
No,
imagine
certainly not.
poor Bach in there is feeling the pain.
The Bach is taking the beating. Players now, though, certainly going to be feeling the pressure. From a 9-3 half, now just finding 1 from on your attacking side. PRX have just been working a masterclass with this defense. Not sure what Hyunmin ate during the break. And he had maybe some kind of snack in between on the halftime, and he has just been absolutely killer.
That's crazy. Nothing else needs to be said. He's been so impactful, especially when he's been controlling some of those, mid points of the map that open up some space for PRX, whether it be in market, whether it be in short A. He's been so impactful at locking down that
ulti loh
extra
mereka,
angle
Cok. Ada
that
3 ulti
PRX
loh
would
mereka
love
udah.
to create. Instead, he's been the guy just there. He has always stood tall. This is something that really impressed me with DRX against MIBR was their ability to take contact fights. They were so clean in those situations. They're showing you again. They've still got it in them, even after a rough start. You never even got into the Steel Garden for Devi. The whole round just unraveled. And that's brutal for PRX.
Now 3 ults, 2. Just a charge away from Batman and something. The full stacked deck. Really pop of the wall here. B main, Gunman wanting to keep Devi's attention trained.
And Devi's been having a bit of a rough go of it. Kind of controlling that B main space.
Oh my god! Well,
What?
he heard you talking smack, and there you go. Claps back, a massive shot.
Oke dan.
Unk must have heard me down there.
Yeah. Flashback on the floor. He's sighting out. Primed here for the taking. Mako into the corner, however, goes unread. Is able to find 1. His Forsaken will fall, and Hyunmin swings around the back of Jen. Shorty in hand to find something. The spike in hand here for Jing. Very much being contained back. As the smoke gets cycled forward, there's still that Vice util just in front. Make this even more painful. He's calling for the rotation. It's only 20 seconds though.
Yeah, reading it.
Gunman starting to try to get the approach. Patman watching for this. And there's a shot, there's a spike on the floor, and there is the round done and dusted. A great shot, 4-5, but just not enough of an opener to really make a go of this one, to try to pull off a thrifty. No survivors. We're tied up 10-10. DRX are bringing this back.
This is just awesome from Mako. Taking that off angle initially, throws the paranoia out. Hyunmin quick to dive in with the shorty. And then you've got the Vice wall there at the door of A main to block any more reinforcements. So this is it. This is what the timeout had to be about. You have every single ult. Close to a few for DRX as well. They're one away from flashbacks, one away from free.
Nggak ngerti lagi gue.
Overtook Jing. Jing is in
Harus menang ini.
kill.
That's crazy. He was so sharp to start.
5 ultimates. This has to be the round to try to break away. Even then, a full commitment of all 5 just to get 1 round. It's still a bad feeling for PRX. Clear the shot, the death. Patman now dead on the floor. Something pushing forward, exiting out of the dimensional drift. The saturate going to be connecting, and it's
Masih nggak connect kan mereka?
Swoops around the backup box, finds the kill there. Jing finally able to break the dry spell. Just managed to find a kill here. It's the operator down, but freeing. Still able to find more. Divine eliminated. Jing still fighting back. Comes up with a third. The res is there. Suddenly the player advances in the hands of PRX.
Jing, I love you Jing, so much bro.
What did Jing just do?
Aku pengen lihat replaynya coy, sumpah itu penyelamat banget Jing coy.
And Mako to try to see if they can somehow
3v2 guys.
reverse their fortunes here in this round. Start off looking so damn good for them.
This almost feels unfair.
Mako on the approach here, able to find cover going up. Spot on a 1. Paranoia still at the ready, fakes a TP forward. Paranoia going to be sent. It's the connection there on the Jing, who does manage to bound away. Mako able to find one, but cannot get the transfer. Forsaken of Jing to survive, and PRX finally fight back. Get themselves right back into the lead.
Just the most PRX stuff you're ever going to see. It looks like the round's just over, and right as the steel garden is popping, Jing's like,
fucking good.
nah, I'm going to swing. And he gets 2, and then has the res.
Anjir pakai telas, pakai kain.
He heard you talking, I guess.
Telas ke bukan?
Must have woke him up. Did take 3 ultimates there from the side of PRX, but still do have some critical ones. Forsaken potentially able to get funny with it with that from the shadows. Is
wow, what a flash.
Flash off the angle and
wow,
eating
nice.
damage, peeking
Flashback masih mau nge-pick loh anjir dengan kondisi kayak gitu.
That is a monster's kill.
2 OP mereka Ci.
Great setup there from PRX, using that flash to keep pushing space.
Nice something.
Run him down 1 by 1. Kidman frantically trying to make his way across over towards this B site where you've got freeing forward in main. Locks on for a headshot. So that's going to be the cancellation of the ult. Still freeing widely alone here on the site, trying to get the spot on the Jing, who's boosted up top of the wall. Those man supports him down, but Mako can't.
Lama, Bosakin dari tadi kena timing mulu Jing, apa-apaan nih?
3v3. Mako's still a world away though. They're trying to join in with his players as the approach comes through, just sliding it down the side. Shock dart into the corner, but free, holding his own. Instant with the headshot.
Nice.
Hair off.
Nice.
Jing and Divine wins his fight versus Gentleman. Suddenly it's Mako to try to clutch it. 1 smoke, still a paranoia. Both players playing backside.
If there's anybody who can do it, it's this guy right here.
Bit of a quiet map from him, but Mako cover going out. Known to show up when his team needs him the most, to try to bail him out. Check to the left. Nothing spotted quite just yet. Should know that they're both going to be playing here at boats, but the time is starting to work against them. Paranoia going to be sent TPs over into the corner, looking for the swing. And cannot find it. Jing will be able to hold his own as PRX make their way up to map point. 1 away from taking down DRX's map pick.
Gotta be a confidence booster here for something in this round. That player who you're looking to get those entry frags, to get those first kills, is able to find 2 to break things open, and it's got him on his feet. PRX 1 away from taking their opponent's map pick. Heading on over to Lotus with that advantage. Patman sitting on a Hunter's Fury, Convergent Paths, and Dimensional Drift. for DRX. So some really big tools here to stop this run. They can get to these spots, but PRX now looking to make some contact fights, looking to punish Flashback early. Trying to take that aggressive position in that smoke again, and Hyunmin wins another.
Top mid, just so snappy with it. Quickly finds the kill, refracts back out to safety. Something trying to take that space, but the spike still going to be dropped here. PRX will recover that as Forsaken pushes over. The clear of the clone. Something saturated, Flashback trying to find it, but find Forsaken instead. Once again, the spike now down to the floor. Something dead to find.
Forsaken timing mulu, cok.
Scrambling to try to swing over to mid, but there's so many players from DRX. Would have to be an ace clutch. That's the first step. There's the second. He's looking for the third.
Anti Batman, I know. Udah bagus banget, cok. Udah bagus banget nih.
12 to 11, DRX.
Lah nape sadar toh. Lah nape.
I mean, again, this angle just isn't accounted for by PRX, and then they forget about Flashback and mid. It's like some of the lessons they maybe have learned in the early part of this half are starting to float away from the PRX players' brains, because they can't leave Hyunmin to his own devices in that short position. He's just been too damn clean. And now you've got all these ults. He didn't have to use a single one for DRX in that round because it was so good. It's PRX. See what they want to do. Doesn't look like anything super aggressive. Divide. It's a little bit of damage from the shock dart, but nothing severe.
Already call the pivots being made.
He's trying to contest this wall, but instead they're just, yeah. They don't like what they see. Maybe they heard the wall over up by A.
Yeah, wall at A does get popped as the Euroclone goes through. 3 players from DRX still set up on that position. Trying to watch, but drone going forward into main should tell them it's really going to be anybody home on that side of the map. Freeing now. Once again, has to try to hold the site. Gun gonna be clean. Jing boosted up over the top now. Dead. Freeing. Able to find that one as Bane with the Hunter's Fury takes down something. Flashback will fall. Forsaken tucked into the corner here. That Lumber just frantically trying to stay alive. Hunter's Fury with the final pulse will be able to get connection on the Bane.
Bro, menyelamatkan ulti mereka, cok.
Player advantage for the moment here in the hands of DRX.
Bane low, round 3.
Able to get a spot there, a glimpse onto Hyunmin, but Freeing still holding the close angles. Forsaken is trying to scale forward, but he cannot. Just does not have the weaponry. Divide now. The 1v3, paranoid into the corner, the spike. Drop to the floor in front of him.
30 seconds left. I have the spike.
Tries to recover it and gets spammed down so very low. What more can he do? Mako is already sprinting over in case he tries to make his way over to the A site, but I just don't think he has the time for anything.
No.
This is effectively a KD play. This has to full sprint, full send it across the map.
10 seconds left.
Makes his way through, taps the door. A second to go. Mako will be there. No!
Yeah, no time.
But he's already won the round. He stopped him from planting. It's a clean shot from Divide, but to no avail. Get ready, because we're going to overtime.
Ah, fuck.
Crazy stuff from both teams. Both going 9-3 on their defender's side to send it into OT. And so far, Hyunmin already up to 30. Jing at 27. Who is going to be the one to break? Who is going to be able to get that attacker side win first? That seems to be where you would think things can turn around. Again, just phenomenal stuff from Hyunmin and Freeing. Just the push and pull on site there, so good. A great Hunter's Fury from Bane on the timing. It just completely smothers PRX out.
Like, I know there's some co-streamers who maybe have not watched Valorant. Maybe this is the first time that you're really tuning in and checking out the game. Just want to let you know, this is the potential for the entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Don't take the first series. You know, that was boring. That was just slop. This is peak.
And this is kind of what we've come to expect from these two teams when they square up against each other. Seems like it's always hard fought, tooth and nail. Trying to push through towards Devi's util here. Hyunmin up and over. Just pacing. Gotta wait here though. Don't want to overcommit is something.
Anjing nggak boleh gini gitu, cuy.
DRX is taking a pause right underneath the market. This is a
Waduh, tersandwich nih dari DRX nih, cuy.
door closed.
Have to be broken now. Ching able to find one before getting traded back. Flashback does eat a good amount of damage, though, down to 44. Mako wary of a flank that is not coming through, but PRX have their ducks in a row. Everybody pretty much in position. It's just Forsaken playing offside here for the moment.
30 seconds left.
Something just trying to slow up the approach. Just trying to force them away. Fine, striking for backside. 20 seconds remaining, so counter swing over to A. Not really going to be possible from here. They just have to try to press on and be able to punch their way through this site. They managed to do so. Finally, the spike is dropped. Bane had it in hand.
Okay.
DRX might be feeling like this round got away from him, and it certainly has. PRX find the opener here in overtime. Map point now back in their pocket.
This whole thing is on a knife's edge, and DRX kind of realizes that they're in a tricky position. So they call for this pause mid-round. Felt like I was watching an America's team here for a moment, just getting that space and then kind of talking things out, waiting it through. PRX giving them their respect, giving them a little bit of that extra timing, but I like the decisions from both teams. Just it came down to some of those individual plays, individual
bisa kalau sekali permainan PRX tuh kayak nggak bikin deg-degan gitu, ada aja ya.
So push further forward, some spam from PRX to see if they can suss him out. Yunmin.
Push, but gets the clone flash, but at the same time able to find a buy, pushing in from Kyle's side. Gunman steadying the spray. Find something as well.
Please.
DRX in here with a player advantage before the trade comes through. Green pushing forward. Still so crisp. Immediately shuts down Forsaken. Jing is dead, and now it's just Batman once more.
Allah, Allah.
A shot on the Bane to take him low. But it looks like this is far from over. This flashback has him contained, and Batman has no more bullets. A 3K, 13-13. We keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, again, sharp shooting here from DRX. Every time somebody's walking into crosshairs, they're popping heads. I mean, Hyunmin there, a little bit labored on the spray, but got the job done anyway. Flashback has been so on point. Continues to just be phenomenal in contact. Even though this map hasn't been the best for him, it's going to be a timeout.
DRX.
It's like DRX, yeah, you're right. Really want to talk about this attacker's side. Really want to get this one to go. You have so much faith in your defender's side. It's a good opportunity here for Termi to get involved. Well, do they have some magic? Do they have one of those classic DRX executes? They're going to be able to dial in, because that's what we saw after one of their timeouts earlier. They came in and they just had a pacey play set up. And it worked a treat. It got them one of their rounds. That would be what I'm kind of thinking and expecting here as PRX, is that there's a set play coming at you. How are you going to have your protocols in place to react to that? Again, both teams have been incredible on their defender side. I think you start to worry a bit as PRX that this double duelist, maybe there's an opportunity here for DRX to capitalize. Turn the map on its head.
See if this time out, it's DRX over that hurdle. One step closer, trying to close this. As time's gone on, everyone has started really leveling up their performances.
Deploying drone.
Oh, it's just been incredible to watch both teams fight. They are so understanding of each other, as you would expect. Smoke there. Something curious if there was going to be a push, trying to bait a response. Oh, Mako wins a big one against Forsaken.
Hammered there every single time at Mako. And she just dodged the bullets, plot armor. Engaged. Right there alongside him. He's able to cut down Jing. So far, things looking good for DRX to get the timeout conversion.
Ngapain cok sih?
Into the hands of Bane. Taking it forward. It's just Patman behind the box at Heaven.
I mean, Patman, he could get 2 kills before he goes down on A site.
2 kills.
Izana baru saja mengirimkan kado isekai 10.000. Cewek yang paling cantik di kelas si apa bang?
Siapa? Siapa ya?
spike now to be planted.
Udah lah ini GG guys.
Needing to do it all.
PRX nggak bisa nih anjing. Throwing banget gitu, cok, kesel gua ngeliatnya, cuy, sumpah.
Situate himself into wine, just make this unbelievably difficult for Divide. Got nothing but an arc rose.
Ya bagus nggak ispeng gerakannya, cok. Cuma pasti diispeng sama dia, Rex kan udah sering main sama mereka.
Divide has something to say about it.
He's done so many wonders for his team in the past. This one though, 3 kills with the time, the clock against him. Hyunmin will be able to just go ahead and put him down. DRX now up to map point. Question is, does PRX call a timeout of their own? Do they invest everything?
I think you have to. I think you really have to as PRX. And this round isn't anything fancy from DRX. They're just patient. It's just Mako winning a couple big battles there, winning an individual fight against Forsaken, and then just
Anto jangan nonton dulu Anto, gara-gara Anto nonton jadi kalah nih. Padahal gue nggak lihat.
Jing goes for the big play. I get it. He's got to be feeling confident.
Dukun DRX cepat. Nonton nggak apa-apa Anto, tapi dukun DRX cepat.
Mako like that. There's few that are gonna make him look foolish in that situation.
Everything used here from both of these teams. PRX feeling like they got robbed in broad daylight. They end up losing this map. 9 and 3 half, getting up to 12. Opponent's map pick. It's going to be a brutal loss if they can't recover it here.
Well, and you're going to be thinking about those 2 rounds you couldn't close out that you had coming into overtime. That's going to be in the back of your mind. Maybe could have felt like you had a 2-0 day coming up for you, and now you're in a do or die on this map. Look at this round to go. We'll see what PRX wants to do out of this timeout. Stacking up a few extra players over towards B to maybe help out Divide, looking to try to overwhelm, whether that be freeing or flashback. Those are often the 2 players you're going to see there. Same wall position as usual, though, from Divide. This is just mid-pressure. Hyunmin at least backed off. And he just doubles down. Just went crazy. Gets 2. Didn't even see it.
Divide finally gets involved. It's already far too late. More pressure here on the teammates. Mako not falling for the clone, but also not able to collect a kill here onto something. Immediately cuts back behind Generator. Forsaken. Just a quick little TP peek forward. Does manage to pop this wall. Spike in hand. Divide. Skirting closer. Entering into B main, but freeing. Dialed in on the angle. Already shut. DRX very much trying to limit the options here, but PRX is freeing.
Gotta figure out a way. Get onto this site. Bane has been doing nothing but watching. Divide trying to open the door here for something. Now Bane's attention goes forward. Something pressuring forward. They can get freeing out of the equation. Maybe there's a chance. Oh, Bane.
Will find something in freeing. Still here, does get timing. Forsaken able to take him down.
Ya Allah, Forsaken, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Wah, apa sih?
Just ends up losing his life. Mako and Bane out. The 2v1, they have the timing. They have the map.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Run it back, take it to overtime. They claim victory on their pick of ascent.
Oh, what a comeback here for DRX.
An incredible map between these 2 squads that know each other so very much. Let's just hope that Lotus delivers in the same way.
Ya bisa. Emang mereka yang kayak gitu.
Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
Ente PRX. Mereka udah berusaha sebaik mungkin ya, cuman dari DRX mainnya rapi udah itu aja sih. Pada nggak aware gitu. Intinya di sini PRX pada nggak aware. Pada terlalu banyak pick, terlalu banyak over pick. Yang pick nggak penting dilakukan, nah itu yang terjadi lah.
Esports World Cup, where we are starting off with VALORANT.
If you want to win, you have to win against the best.
So looking for revenge.
There's the shorty. Goes crazy.
They've all battled through the pressure and expectation. Heretics have come back all the way. Finally, everyone. Finally.
Yeah. Let's go.
Apa nggak mereka di attacker lu baru defend? Jadi kalau misalkan mereka bagus di defend, nggak ngerti juga gua. Eh, 2-0 energi tiba-tiba weh. Udah tahu nggak tadi jadwalnya sih? Udah mulai dari tadi kan? Oh alah iya.
Just gonna tuck into spawn here and hold on to what they've got. Fnatic a little rattled here by this.
Where at this point, but Mada
Overtime juga ya Reja.
Me ahead of map 2. Now you've been on the receive.
That's where your coach. Look front. Oh, can yeah go behind, but there's no one.
Mereka nggak ada throwing-throwingnya cuy.
On the brink.
Bener-bener main gitu loh.
This down.
Certainly are. Little bit of a TP, Ethan. Gonna be found first there, so Kayak still trying to play his life out. Finally, it feels like in the right place. Maybe he can handle this.
Lah vertikal tempatnya bener ya. Lu sih nggak dukung DRX toh, parah. Kan udah bilang dulu dukung DRX sama Fnatic. Oke.
It doesn't matter what meta we're in, DRX are always good on Ascent. I'm now joined by Termi and Bella as well. Now, the defense side was beautiful from you guys. There's a lot of discussion on whether the double duelist is actually stronger on the defense. So since it's your comp, what makes your comp so good on that defense? 일단 DRX가 어센트에서 잘하는 건 모두가 다 알고 있고 오늘 투타격 조합이 수비에서 강점을 좀 빚는 순간이 많이 보였는데 오늘 역전도 성공한 만큼 이 투타격 조합의 수비 강점 핵심이 뭘까요?
투타격의 수비 좀 장점은 수비를 좀 수비답지 않게 공격적으로 할 수 있는 장점이 있는 것 같고요. 사실 오늘 어센트를 이길 수 있었던 거는 현민 선수가 좀 말도 안 되는 퍼포먼스를 보여주면서 저희가 좀 뒷심이 생기면서 분위기를 탔던 것 같습니다.
I guess one of the best strengths of this comp is that you can play defense in an aggressive, non-defense like way. And I think the comeback on Ascent was actually possible because Hyunmin showed up for the team and he played his game, and we could take that win today. Well, thank you very much, Bella. Thank you, Tammy. Good luck.
All right, well then I guess offense is the best defense. That's what it seems like here, and it works out beautifully for DRX as they dig deep and manage to pull off that first match victory. Let's go ahead and take a gander, though, at our HyperX Reflex moment to kind of reflect on what we saw in that game, because there were some great moments, but for PRX and for DRX, but one player in particular in the early goings was actually having a field day out there. Now, granted, this was a big moment for PRX, and although they were not able to pick up that win, I think it illustrates just how difficult this game was, really on both sides of the field here on that defensive side.
Yes, because Jing on that defense was on a different level. I was telling you that to me is a way of measuring what kind of PRX we are going to get, and time again, even in this amazing, crazy round, PRX was ready for everything, especially him.
Yeah, PRX had such a good read to start their defensive side. They were always fighting up, Jing especially getting very aggressive, bouncy over towards Catwalk or into A main a lot of the time. He got so many picks doing that, and it was so disruptive to a DRX who loves to run their set execs on this map, and the retakes look good as well. But once we actually swapped sides, this was such a completely different story. It was a DRX who looked so comfortable there and managed to bring it all the way back.
Oh yeah, we were seeing some big performances there from Hyunmin as well. I mean, everyone in DRX had a moment there, but Hyunmin really was something else.
I think we just heard it from Coach Termi. There was a couple of rounds that were eco rounds. There was, of course, a lot of egos for the side of PRX in this half. But to me, these are the ones that give you the confidence back of having a first half where you do not find the impact, you do not find the openers. The Mosquito is just not fighting. And in this one, with all of this set plays for him to succeed, different DRX.
I like how willing they were to constantly poke at different parts of the map and try and pressure onto Divide, pressure onto Jing, find that part of the map where PRX is just leaving like a bit of ice util or nothing at all, and just absolutely decimate that area. You see the stats for Hyunmin to end this game. 36 and 19. That is outrageous. He needed to step up. He's done it. Now DRX up in the series.
Yeah, now, when you needed a hero in that moment, it was Hyunmin. He was there for the team, and he popped off, nearly dropping 40. But let's go ahead and see what's going on the PRX side of things. We have Coach Alex standing by.
I'm now joined by Coach Alex. Now, no one else knows more about DRX than you at this point, but that was your first experience into their new Yoru Waylay. What do you think about that comp on Lotus?
I think that it's a little bit harder for Hyunmin to hit very good set rates. So we might have an easier time, you know, it's a bigger map. It's harder for us to run into him. He's on fire right now.
Well, I hope you find the counter. Thank you very much and good luck.
Well, the good news here for PRX fans and for Coach Alex is that historically at this event, Lotus, not the best map here for DRX, Bea. So they're coming into this one 0-3. So if anything, that means it's looking pretty good for the boys.
3 times not finding the pacing. Alex says he just wants to dodge Hyunmin, and I do not.
What the fuck are they?
But for the side of PRX, this is such a stable map for them. It works as it bakes. They can work it in many different ways, and bring him back to the conversation. I think this is one of his best maps.
I do think you have to prove that your Lotus is good, though, if you're DRX and you're going to continue on into this competition. You have to play a best of 5 tomorrow if you win. You win that, you have to play another best of 5 with a 2-ban disadvantage. So my hope is that during the 3 days off, they put some real attention on their Lotus. Know that they would have to play today into PRX and can come in with some slight tweaks, some changes, not necessarily in the composition, but in their approach to try and come out on top today.
Here's select here. Nothing is out, or rather sticking out here, so we're going to get pretty much the box standard Bea. This is a massive opportunity though for PRX, up 1-0 in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that for a PRX, I still look at something. I need to see the operator that we were seeing at the beginning of the tournament. Same goes for Flashback a little bit. We were speaking about the aggression and whatnot, but I think the PRX was very prepared for that. I wonder what the case is going to be in those.
Yeah, the change though is that they are playing the double duelist. That's the standard, but now it's dropping the waylay and picking up that raise instead.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I didn't know. Yeah, a bit of a shift in how they're going to play the double duelist. It's less about diving in with the saturate and refracting, more about the straight up double dive with the raise. That agent always good here. Excited to see a DRX with a new plan.
A welcome change without a doubt. Who's going to survive the Pacific Thunderdome? Let's send it back over to Achilles and Paper Thin to kick off Mat 2.
I don't mind if we do, but yeah, this pivot here from DRX to go back to the raise. A bit of a head scratcher, but maybe something that ends up catching PRX off guard.
Yeah, I mean, you just heard Alex talk about it in the interview with Yinsu that they're worried about the waylay. And this is going to be kind of confusing. I mean, maybe a change up in the game plan here, in terms of, you know, some of the combos you can set earlier. You know, you don't have to commit bodies to take Rubble control as heavily. You know, a lot of times you're going to see Hyunmin dashing up on top of Rubble to try to take some control in that space. This gives you a little bit more flexibility around A to play a little bit more passive or a little bit more aggressive with the U-tilt early. Try to set yourself up for success. They're able to kind of put that all together. One thing to note, the last two times played on this map, it's been 13-11, and it's been PRX both times, but DRX has always fought them tooth and nail on this map. So sure, a PRX staple in Lotus, but DRX are no slouch, especially against PRX. And just a little bit of early kind of ping-ponging here for DRX, trying to find some open space on the map. A couple players going towards B. Is this some kind of B crunch here? Or are they gonna try to lean all the way in towards A?
Ada Rama tadi, Mat. Ada Rama. Apanya ada Rama, Cok?
Join in with the rest of the team, and for the moment, DRX push into this triple stack that's set up here at Robe. Coming in from Flashback, and it's going to be fortunate to get away with this life intact. Pink Shell now to come through, and this is going to be crunchy into B now. Getting enacted as Mako considers a paranoia, but doesn't do anything, so opts to go ahead and save it here for the post plan.
Phenomenal plan B here for DRX. Setting this up the whole way. Really nice maneuvering of the map.
Shell timing could be massive for Hyunmin. He banks it in there. Sends it over towards the connector instead. Clear of the haunt, the peak, spotting out multiples. It's just the clone there. Mark Bro is now going to be cleared out. Mako holding close. Crossfire set up. Hyunmin able to find 2 quick kills. Gets the reset for the third. And it's just something left standing, and not for very long. Flashback can take it down, and DRX will find the opening pistol here on Lotus.
It's all just about the way that they're able to take so much space at the front of A. And PRX can't find any value off of that 3-man stack they have in A Heaven. That allows this rotation over because Freeing's been kind of checking, working that B8 main angle. Then Mako's able to slide right in from the other link side. And it's just the crossfires. DRX so good in post plant. You know, it's been talked about a lot this event that PRX, you know, half of their game plan on the defender side is just to prevent you from getting the spike down at all. You can see why they struggle a bit in those flood retakes. Hyunmin, well, Mako gets that one, but Hyunmin was right there. Mako doesn't get it. Hyunmin continues to be just electric today.
Oh, yang gitu itu Rama.
Seems like it matters what agent he's playing.
Siapa paling belaga sih? Apa Alisa?
Completely evacuated by PRX. DRX going to start making their move over in that direction.
Lagak galau aja cewek tuh.
Stack outside of B main, just in case anyone's unfortunate enough to push into that angle.
Wrong with bro, mereka nyekaan dong.
Sending out a prowler to check around Mound. They're able to get a catch onto him. Would just be a ghost handed over. They're starting to peek out now. Going to look to back away on Sen. Widely is going to be pinned in, but Bane doesn't really mind this too much. Right now, his job is to draw attention, maybe try to take somebody down with him, but won't be able to do that. So Ghost can be scooped up, but at the same time, the spike now gets planted here on A.
Tons of time bought there by Bane. It's really nice work from him to make this so difficult. Patman has to bait out the wall even. It's just going to be awareness. already they're going to be flooding in towards rubble.
Early in the paint shells there from Hyunmin, but PRX now starting to make their push. Flashback here at Baby Door. Marshall in hand, finds one, looking for a little bit more, sees the weapon getting swapped over. And Hyunmin does get involved as he finds himself another clean headshot. Guardian ringing true here for him. Marshall will be lost, but Hyunmin happy to collect the kills. One charge away from having the showstopper online. DRX with the 2-0 start.
And these early game plans from DRX look so well thought out. Just accounting for so much of the map. Every time they're taking space, there's other ideas behind it to make sure that they're aware of PRX's positioning. They're able to take advantage of it, at least so far. A little bit of frustration there from Alex. DRX has the upper hand to start Lotus on their attacker's side. Will be just toying with some early round congestion of space, sending Flashback out early. Get over towards Forsaken's end of things. Meanwhile, pretty big stack from PRX over at Mound, but a TP over from something to reinforce this A side. But Spike scooped up. A little bit of thought towards C now. Got Devai and Jing potentially ready and waiting, but all that space taken by Flashback, he's saying, you know, maybe we can make A go.
Oh, nice wall bang.
Just able to find Freeing right there through the corner of the wall. Solid shutdown. Bane looking like he wants to try to maybe recover the weapon here.
Portal closed.
Still being watched, but does manage to go ahead and scoop up the Guardian. Ball right in front, triggered by the clone. Forsaken just spamming through, trying to see if he can get any wall bang damage, but hasn't been able to manage it quite just yet. Swoop in, spotted the one. The Paranoia now going to be coming through the crossfire setup, and Flashback's able to find one, quickly traded back by something. The Bane is there as well. It's that next layer. Door broken. Jing wins the fight. Bane down on the floor. Now a 3v2 for PRX to try to deny this bonus conversion. Mako's going to be timing.
Nice one. Thank you, Mako.
He's going to get the showstopper if he gets a kill.
Away from the Archers. That might make them think that this back site position is going to be cleared out. Vault as well avoided. Jing swooping.
Nice one.
Nearly having a 180, but cannot make it happen.
Okay,
Jing will give himself another 3K.
We can do this, bro. We can do this, bro.
PRX getting themselves on the board.
Yeah, really important round here for Jing to win some individual battles out on the map. Batman as well.
Drop planted.
Taking down Free. So that lurk pressure alleviated. Jing winning that fight outside of the breakable door. Very crucial. So both Razes gonna have their showstoppers coming into this round. And this already gonna be a big one. PRX this time showing that they've got some good awareness, some good map reads of their own. Like the quick lean over towards trying to crunch in towards that A orb. Try to do some damage to DRX on the way through. They do fight back, but PRX just has a little bit more control.
W gaming. Wow, what a satchel.
Fast enough here from DRX. Jing doubles up, finds himself another killer on.
Nice! Nice, bro.
Oh
my god.
PRX tie at 2-2. Starting to look alive.
Oh, Forsaken double activated. Come on. We can do it, bro. We can do it, bro.
It's really nice for PRX. Just going crazy. Just coming at him with some aggression, trying to get that confidence back. Great haunt right at the edge of that smoke, knowing Gunman's maybe going to want to dive further forward.
Gitu dong.
Great read
Mantap.
from Batman.
Kombonya mantap.
Going absolutely crazy there. Bai likes what he sees. He's going to be an eco though for DRX. Hyunmin gonna have a Guardian. See if they want to get aggressive with this showstopper. Committed to try and get this Thrifty to go.
Just here around the corner, could counteract with showstopper his own. Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and get drawn out. One after the other, but
nice
Hyunmin, as he hits the floor, it's taken down. Jing able to find the kill. Free at the same time was able to take down Batman off screen, but Jing is just fearlessly pushing forward. Straight through the smoke, the pop flash sent. Bane gonna be good for one, good for two. Eventually Devai does manage to clean him up. And not spray. Turns back.
Come on.
PRX have the lead.
Yeah, this is just a PRX classic on Lotus. They love to bait you into taking this mound space and then turning it against you with that door. Nice win for Freeing early, but Jing just goes you're going to throw a season me? I don't care. I've got backup. I've got flashes from something in Divide that are going to be swinging through. And that's going to get the PRX fans swinging the flag. Try to rally their team. Flashback with an ult. And Mako has his too.
Free Odin, udah ada OP lengkap nih harusnya. Wow, what an angle. Oke, aku nggak bisa komen jelek, cok. Emang angle-nya bagus banget, Frank.
Does he get a second? No. Batman does manage to go ahead and collect the operator. Is that out of reach for DRX? But Flashback at the same time, he is scaling forward and he's got all the space in the world today.
Angle sama lagi loh mereka.
Just have a very quick pivot.
It's just crazy prep being done by DRX there. Something has a lot of different angles. He's just going to want to try to hold that operator.
Dibiarin kosong,
The thing that's concerning for me is Flashback. Yep, he has gotten into enemy lines.
Please, aware this, bro. Aware this, bro.
All that aware.
Oh, solid readjustment there from Forsaken. Is okay, a little bit labored of a shot, but Flashback eventually able to get a catch onto him. DRX in with a player advantage. A lot forward here on the Haunt. Flashback just looking to contain these players back over at Link. The spike for now still going to be pinned into the corner. Looks like it's going to be a cut across over towards that A site. Flashback winning a critical fight here at Upper. He's able to find Divide. Now it's just going to be Patman tucked here within the smoke. Frantically trying to stay alive, but Green will collect the Odin. Puts him down. That ties us up at 3-3.
You can see how much that early kill just really throws PRX off kilter. They don't have that extra layer of map control.
Kontrol A-nya kurang banget, so dibiarin kosong banget A-nya aja.
With Flashback getting so far in their back lines, and there's just zero awareness. By PRX, that's going to be possible. They're so focused on BNC, they lose track of that negative space on the other side of the map, and they pay the price. Great stuff from DRX, exploiting the tendencies of PRX, and it all starts with that first kill. Taken.
Something. Once again, going for a bold push here with the operator. Might just be able to get the pick, and he does. Taking setting up nicely.
Jangan lupa kontrol map, jangan lupa kontrol map, jangan tinggalin setnya.
That's a huge find.
The pop of the wall. Already.
Okay, no wall guys, nggak ada wall lagi guys.
Playing where, but the wall for now not going to be triggered here on the C site. Divide able to keep
agak dalam ya wallnya ya.
PRX is just thinking B the whole way.
Gak ada apa lagi.
Still not done it.
Baru dapat. Percobaan ketiga udah ngorbanin TV padahal. Salah banget Supreme, cok. Kok bisa-bisa aja? Something doang nembak lo anjir.
Jeez.
Lu wallbang juga sama-sama wallbang aja.
Down low is freeing at 23 health.
Oh, alah nggak full armor kah?
Other parts of the map, so they're spreading out, but now they're feeling C. Right to do so.
He chills to the corner. Jing forced to retreat. Steel Garden going to be invested. Nightfall coming across here from PRX's side. Now answered by one from Bane, but doesn't manage to get a connection onto anyone. Spike planted with a couple seconds to spare. Weapon's going to be retained here quickly from the side of PRX. Steel Garden expires. Sent Bane not able to catch a spot there on the Batman, but does catch timing. Forsaken finding Hyunmin. Bane trying to steady the sprites, cannot make it happen. It's Mako and freeing out from Mound to try to hold the line. The flick does not connect. Taps
nice divide. Let's go divide.
Clean with it.
My God.
It's the final shot across. PRX will go blow for blow.
Gonna min-max here. Make sure that you get Jing that extra ult charge. That was crazy. That was on an absolute knife's edge. Jing again, really clean and Divide, ready for freeing out the open. Quick kill. Somehow, some way, PRX squeaking their way through. Like the idea from DRX, have that operator still available, play for the Mound post plant. Just get beat to the punch. Love that little off angle Bane is taking there right at the C main door. Got one, but rest of PRX able to win some big battles out towards the back of sight. Open things up for themselves a bit.
Been able to cool off Hyunmin. Hasn't really been able to collect any kills here in quite some time. Noting, of course, though, Mako just a sheriff in this
Oh, holy
round.
sheriff.
Wanting to try to take a weapon off of
Nice.
fallen enemy, but it's going to be an opening
Huge,
kill there.
huge, bro.
From something, so we'll just have to collect the Vandal from his fallen teammate instead.
And again, it's Flashback's ult gone from the round. One of the biggest ults on this map.
Ulti kagak ada guys, nggak ada ulti
And
origin.
it's just going to be a non-factor again. I mean, these are huge picks that PRX is finding early.
Well, something still has his get out of a tricky situation. Mako just linger and lurk here at the C site. They're out a bit of this utility.
They're just
What a pick.
really trying to piece together the map.
Sabar aja
Angle
ya.
by angle, corner by corner, because you never know when PRX is going to be springing a trap at you.
They're rebounding
ente.
to B main. Doesn't actually get onto the site, so no clear necessary. Mako at the same time.
Nice
repositioning, but Nation is coming through. Something is running through Waterfall, but at least trying to audio bait.
Oh, dia ngebait, Cok.
Tapping the door. As Mako
Nice.
just get found.
No smoke, no smoke, no smoke, guys. Halo, Wak. Sudah lama tidak mampir. Halo, Wak. Kitsu. Neru, aku nggak main di Saweria ya sekarang, guys. Terus siapa aku main sekarang?
Trying to bait stuff out over on C. You got Cream tapping the door over on A. And they're just kind of saying, okay, well, we're going to try to take these individual fights then. We know there's at least a couple players here and there. We know you're a bit spread.
Welcome back, bro. Udah lama nggak hampir ya.
First kill so impactful.
Paracetamol kayak itu.
But they're just ready for that player to be there at the door. It kind of works against DRX a little bit. They're trying to throw some confusion, some misdirection.
Bro, well, Shanshan, welcome, bro. Shanshan. Cie.
They just keep walking a straight line.
Oh, sekarang ke Sosio Bos, bre.
Call now from DRX. The lead by 2. Wanting to try to recollect their thoughts. Players back into the action.
Thank you, BTW ya. Sudah nyawar, coy.
Last 4 or 5 rounds. Not able to find any value. Jing at the same time. About to cycle up his second
Bentar, guys. Gue lagi sedih, bre. Sedih kenapa, coy? Sini.
This round win.
Yeah, I mean, Jing continues to just be really formidable for PRX today. Even though Ascent ends up sputtering out a bit here on Lotus, it's not letting go. Vi's going to have the Steel Garden. Probably talking about how you're going to deal with this off as well. You had one good read early for DRX when Cream took that off angle at the back of spawn to catch something out, but since then, something has been right on point, finding just tremendous impact with those opening kills. Need a little bit more of that here for PRX. Of course, on the other side of the coin, you don't want to let that keep happening. A couple Buckies coming into this round with those 2 saved rifles. Freeing with a Sheriff. He's hit some nasty ones with it today. Nobody home for this. Comes the Dimensional Drift being invested on this eco. Oh, the whiff from something.
Let's go forward with this one. Let's go for the wall back. John. Take it here at upper. You've got 2 players for Ethis.
Nah, udah bre, gue mau tidur. Ya, semoga bisa menyenangkanmu ya.
Mako now runs him down with the Bucky. Suddenly the pip call is going to be made. Just sprint their way over towards the A site that is still wide open for a second. Lingering in around the back. He's going to try to get the jump, but he does.
Nice for a second.
Payne taken down, flashback, able to find the trade. To in with the player advantage. The Vi tries to fight. Gunman, but just cannot muster it. This half investment. Look at it. Certainly turning the tide. Yeah, Bucky beats Shorty. DRX. They pull it off. Themselves another round win.
Just love the confidence here from DRX. Going for the Dimensional Drift on an eco round. Yes, you have a couple rifles in there. That's so crucial there. That Bane as well just instantly denies the showstopper. It could have been a very different round if Mako's taken down, even if it's a trade. You know, that's so much extra space that DRX wouldn't necessarily have to work with. That pivot towards A, maybe not available.
The fuck is PRX doing?
They
want to W gaming, bro.
Really whittles away at the economy here from the side of PRX. Haunt not getting a reveal. DRX, they've seen this setup before. They managed to avoid it.
they're often being very cautious in the beginning of these rounds. You don't see them really messing with A or a C mound too often because I think they realize that that's not a game they have high percentage chances of winning.
Saken down low.
Just a whiff.
Bane able to find him. He's right there through the door. Little exit could just be a pivot call here from DRX. But for now, Mako just going to be TPing forward. Wall now triggered. Bones there, Paranoia sent. Something not going to be caught by that. Still just sitting at the top of rope.
Nice something.
Gone.
Oh, fuck.
Down below. Catches him off guard. A bit of a jump scare. Finds the headshot onto something.
The fuck is this, bro?
Eliminated Divide. Trying to play here around the corner, but the Nightfall's going to be connecting. They're paying attention to the trails. They'll have the full story, and they do. Bane with the third. Flashback with a finisher. DRX tie it up at 5-5.
Man, this is clean stuff. Getting into that post plant, and the crossfires are gorgeous. Even with all that,
Will, ngantuk gue ya. Udah tidur aja ngantuk kalau ngantuk. Belum kelar ini.
Bane in the backside. This early win against Forsaken, really brutal as well. Opens up all of A essentially. They know it. DRX are quick to pounce.
Positioningnya bagus
ya
sedikit.
Timeout from PRX now.
They need 2 rounds separated from DRX's call.
Tempor.
Think about it. I mean, yeah, sure. Last outing on this map looked very good when it came down to the attacker side, but it's widely been from the defending half.
Tempor.
Tying things up at the moment. It's definitely not a great look.
Well, it just feels, this is totally like a vibes thing, but it just feels like DRX is a little bit kind of more in sync today in terms of their own individual confidence and mechanics. They feel like they're really happy to take contact fights against a team that generally is one of the best at doing that. But I think it's fine for DRX because that's something they've been able to lean into this entire event. Because they have so much skill, especially between their duelists, that they're happy to take those 1v1. They're happy to try to contest for that opening kill. They're so good at it. And again, they've got some pretty good reads. Some of the positioning and the tendencies of the PRX players. There's so much tape to see on this map. And that's something that Termi absolutely will feast on.
Maybe we should give Alex a drum.
Yeah?
Masih jam berapa toh? Nggak tahu nih Anto.
That's a good idea, actually. I mean, that's well, hold up. Maybe.
Ooh, should have got a spot on the Divine on that quick little piece.
So ramen.
Showstopper now. Going to be called in. Hyunmin chasing forward all the way over towards the spawn. Warns to hold him back. Slops it in, but no hope of getting a kill off that one, but creates an immense amount of space.
Full retake, weak weaponry. Oh my god.
There's some big, bro.
Get the second kill, frame now gone.
Something relative.
It's gone. 3v5 for DRX to try to hold this one point. Now Jing gonna be eliminated.
That's good, but don't do it again, please.
It's the door. Smoked off, so eyes don't really have to be trained on that position quite just yet as Patman tries to go rushing forward, but one by one, Lemmings over the cliff. PRX cannot rescue the round. DRX, 3 rounds in a row now, regain the lead.
Yeah, they just have to play Flood retake, and it looks promising, it looks hopeful, because something opens up with 2 huge kills, and they can't find much else after that. They're trying to just rush through. A nice seize there, Bane holding the line just fine. Flashback, stellar there as well. I mean, again, it's these post plants, they're so tricky. If DRX gets to them, PRX just doesn't have the answers. So it's going to be a weird buy for PRX again.
4-player setup on this side of the map, and Flashback is just to escape. What's disaster? Orb just going to be scooped up here, Forsaken. His ult online. See how impactful that ends up being.
Nobody really in cycle for ults, other than something maybe if he goes absolutely bonkers. But even then, it would probably be round over anyway. Vi clears the clone, freeing. It's checked by the Prowler. Patman doesn't seem keen to try to take a go. He's going to slide on back. 2-2-1 setup. Forsaken, and this seems to be something that DRX wants to try to punish again.
Astagfirullah, pemburu memet, apa pula anjing. Iri bilang Jel.
Presence known. Oh, for sure, he's in trouble.
Yeah, gets the mark, has to make his exit. He's back across. And then had he continued to pursue, might have been able to find that kill, but instead it's going to have to be the ultimate used here in defense. Trying to escape, but something at the same time does get tagged up a bit.
Nggak gitu.
They floated through the smoke and just absolutely pushed through that. He just died.
I think you're right.
Forsaken able to peel one back. His flashback does fall. Now a 2v4. Full flash connection there on to Mako. Divine having the turn, but Hyunmin just right around the corner. Catches him by surprise.
Nggak mau bareng-bareng kanjing.
It's all down to Forsaken to see if he can somehow miraculously tie this up, but he cannot.
Nggak mau bareng-bareng kak kalian cok PRX. Biasanya nggak main gini.
Lock up the 7th round win favorite of the half.
Rinjir, tahu nih.
Great timeout, 4 in a row off the back of that for DRX.
Lagian omonganmu seperti itu aja.
Good map control. No, he just died.
Lagian gampang, nggak ada lagi babi bisa explore.
Insta tap.
Wheels starting to come off a little bit here for the side of
Tunggu penanti lah cok.
halftime need to try to find a way.
Mas sekali mau gede. Dikasih mau gede salah.
All start from the pistol. They look to send us to a third and final map. But once again, we're send it down to Loon. Check in with one of our watch parties.
J'ai le plaisir d'être accompagné par deux légendes du jeu, FNS and Tens, two VCT Masters champions.
Kau tengok tuh cok. Muka FNS sudah sedih banget cok.
What makes the PRX boys so good at the game? Like why, are they so good? And also, you've been able to test the new skirmish mode. So who do you want to 1v1 first?
On the team?
Yes.
None of them. Alex.
Oh, fair enough.
I think Alex in a 1v1, but on a serious note, they're just entertaining to watch, and I think the fact that they're all individually able to pop off is what makes them super entertaining and like good in general.
Yeah, everyone can pop off on this team, definitely. Donc première question, qu'est-ce qui fait finalement que les PRX sont si forts et qui tu as envie de prendre en 1v1 dans le mode skirmish? Et bah tout simplement aucun d'entre eux, à la limite le coach Alex, mais c'est tout, et ils sont vraiment trop amusants à regarder, et vraiment je pense que c'est pour ça que tout le monde les aime. And back to you, Tyson. You've always been close to the PRX boys, right? But why do you think that people love them so much? Why do people get on that PRX train?
Honestly, it's just their playstyle. I think they move differently, and I think it's really exciting
Can't
to
keep
watch.
smiling, bro.
It's exciting to support them. I mean, here and there you'll see some
Tapi tadi
rounds being thrown,
keselnya udah gebrak meja guys, harusnya menang ini.
being a PRX fan.
Of course, and the something white swing is in the books for sure. Donc deuxième question, qu'est-ce qui fait que tout le monde monte dans le train PRX? Pourquoi est-ce qu'il y a une hype aussi grande sur l'équipe? Et bah tout simplement leur style de jeu est tellement différent, c'est trop marrant et on s'amuse vraiment beaucoup à les regarder. Il y a des petits rounds par-ci par-là qui sont intéressants, mais voilà, en gros, thank you so much boys for joining me. Of course, we miss you on this stage. I'm not gonna try and bribe you to come back, of course, but let's see if PRX can take the win on Lotus.
Back we go into the second half now. Tens and Finesse showing their support for the side of PRX, and they certainly need it. Down by 2 here at the half, getting ready to go over to the attacker's side of Lotus, which hasn't been the kindest for them, but take a zoom in on our Coinbase Econ report, though, and a bit of a closer look at Bane, who's been doing wonders for DRX.
Yeah, I've just been so impressed with Bane. You know, a guy who's had to...
It's crushing Jing.
No, he is absolutely destroying Jing. But it's more about his personal story, you know, over the last year and a half, 2 years, where he's been in and out of the roster. You know, there's been doubts about him, you know, whether it be domestically or internationally, you know, within the coaching staff themselves. But man, has he stepped up as champions. He has been so impactful with his util. He's that presence, that vibes guy who's keeping the energy high for your team. And that has been a huge part of DRX, making it as far as they can. And maybe, who knows, they're going to be taking another step further. They have a chance here. PRX, your Masters Toronto winners, are on the back foot.
Flashback is out in the middle of nowhere. Quick forward here to Mound by himself. Body tag there onto something, putting him to 45. And then gets completely, utterly overwhelmed. A solid headshot from Jing. Keeps him in the round. And the orb take, get him one step closer to an early showstopper. But for now, it's like PRX, that's all they really wanted to gather on this side of the map. Now we'll look elsewhere.
I like this a lot. Don't overcommit towards that C site. Don't try to claw your way through the Vice util. Sometimes it's better to just look for answers on the other side and see if you can dissect things a little bit more, but Freeing is taking a ton of space on the other side. It's going to be a trap play. PRX going to have to be clean in this fight.
Starting to get an idea of this, because that's the clear on the gate crash. Don't have that as an entry tool, and the paranoia goes across, connects on the damn near everyone. Gunman still set here, only going to be able to fight. No, finds himself a second kill as Mako swoops in and gets the third. Gunman lasting way longer than anticipated, and Mako just absolutely cooks them on entry. Thanks for the 4K, but Divine out, the 1v2 has the Sheriff. It's been trusty for him. But the time is working against him, swinging around the corner, gets the spot and cannot get the elimination. Mako with 4. Puts DRX 3-1 in pistols, and now 8-5 here on Lotus.
This is just a great little set play. Mako with the paranoia to tee up Hyunmin and himself. He comes in, gets the 4K, and yeah, that one hurts a lot. Don't mind what PRX does in that round, but they just can't really get their footing quick enough. DRX is happy to, it's all because of freeing. He takes so much space there, and they're so ready to set up that trap play. Couple Sheriffs for PRX. They want to try to get a thrifty.
Ooh, flashback. Once again,
please,
down early. Once again, Jing finding that kill. Now gets the scout here onto Fring. Nade lobbed to the corner. Paranoia's there. Forced down into the thorns. Eats a tiny bit of damage from those, but otherwise is very lucky to still be alive.
It's a lot of util baited here for PRX. See if they just take a pause or if they try for a rotate. Do have Mako with the stinger over at B. The other 3 players now locked into A, or excuse me, C. Ooh.
With a flick attempt. Paint Shell's right there alongside Forsaken. Eventually he will fall. Still continuing to be clean with the Guardian. Smoke is going to be set, and Mako turns back. Jing left on an island, trapped away from the rest of his teammates. Getting taken down. Something. Critically will be able to find a nice shot.
Nggak gitu.
Out in time.
Udah, capek gue anjing.
Any more damage from here will be solid to the economy of DRX, but PRX really meant to do from here. Climbing down on the divide. Now, his fight plan. Cash, get an extra ult charge perhaps here for Patman, but no, he's actually scaling towards Waterfall.
Looking to take the fight, but yeah.
Slow it down, but as this corner swing does come through, that's going to be him done and dusted. Fring will find it. Defuse to come in. Gunman once again going to be one away from a showstopper as we go into the bonus. DRX up 9-5.
Yeah, just everywhere PRX goes, they're being met with resistance in this round. Even though they're able to fight back, get a couple kills, still not nearly enough. That Vice util proves to be deadly. Something not expecting an extra layer after his kill at the breakable door. Some of these little things for PRX, it just seems like they haven't been able to fully kind of engage here since that hot start on Ascent. Been really up and down since then. A lot more down than up. They're down 4 rounds here on their attacker's side. DRX threatening to knock them out of champions.
I'll find you.
Just quickly scaling forward up, trying to play off that haunt, but as the back away, and Hyunmin finds Divine.
He goes through the smoke.
Just right there on the corner of the A lobby door. Showstopper now is available. Meanwhile, Mako on a walkabout. Plenty of information. As well as collect that vandal, upgrading from a Bucky. Bring up and over the top, Spectre in hand, able to find something, and it's just going to be weapon upgrades across the board here for the side of DRX. As they are looking very well primed to convert this bonus and
udah
get
gak
up
bisa
to double
ngarep, gue gak
digits.
berharap lagi udah. Siapa aja yang menang lah intinya udah, bodo amat gue udah.
Able to cut across. Can he find the shots? The swing of the corner, flashback, able to hold his own. Forsaken, trading one back. The showstopper lobbed in. And now, the enemy Omen, dispatched, gone. Just Patman left standing. There's a Haunted Prowler, chases. Finds a glimpse on a freeing. Really just needs to try to hold on to the weapon, but there's no hope in hell. Mako around the back. Gets the kill. The bonus converted. DRX are 3 rounds away from sending PRX home.
This is masterful stuff from DRX again. Just getting the good reads early. Ready for that TP. The Thorn just stopping up the execute. Jing gets stopped at the door. Can't bail out something. Who gets trapped underneath sight. All of these little things that DRX
Kenapa dikasih, Kenapa dikasih, cok?
wreaking havoc on PRX's executes, on their game plan. I think, on God, I think you just start saying go A as PRX. That's where I think they have a ton of success on this map. That's where they tend to go when things start going wrong on this attack side. I think you got to dig into that well again.
It needs to start from here. A 5-round deficit and potentially the last timeout call for PRX at Champions Paris. Unless the team can reverse this, can run this back, push the distance over to Corrode. We very much expected them to.
Yes.
After dropping that first map, felt like 3 was all but guaranteed.
You know what's crazy is I feel like you could have put Hyunmin on just about anything on this map, and he probably would still be good.
Sure.
He's just been crazy. I mean, you're seeing some of the value, though, out of the paint shells, the showstopper, stuff like that, of course. But really, his individual shooting just continues to be fearsome. Odin for Mako. Is an eco for PRX. Bucky for Forsaken. A bunch of Sheriffs, Showstopper, and Jing's back pocket. A couple light armors, but PRX not really willing to fully commit to this. Look for early picks. Been able to find a few here and there, but consistency has been eluding them. We get the TP out. Yeah.
Force flashback away. Plenty of room for activities here for PRX now, but looks like they're going to skirt away from that C side of the map and start inching back over towards A, much like you were asking them to do. It's going to be Mako situated for the moment, but he does have an Odin, which is a bit less common for him.
Yeah,
now they know.
Yeah, this is really the only thing that kind of gives them troubles over towards A.
Ooh, something though. Getting a spot, but just can't get the kill. Mako at the same time able to find Forsaken. Lob in onto the corner. Paint shell there at Jing's feet. Immediately chunks him out. Makes wanting to go for a showstopper all the less likely, but just go ahead and swoop at the corner. Finds a headshot. Immediately dead, however. Mid-air freeing. It's an easy shot for him. Finds the follow-up. No Thrifty in sight. DRX on a monstrous win streak. 8 rounds across the halves. Get themselves here to 11.
And they are on the precipice of matching their best finish at a global event. Getting into that 3rd place spot. Potentially going to be facing Fnatic. Not there yet. But it is well within DRX's purview. They can certainly taste it. Here comes the Odin spam.
A little delay. Tiny little bit of damage is going to be found in the end, but
buktikan PRX.
from a kill.
Maksud aku tuh buktikan, Jo. Kalau kalian tuh adalah seorang juara gitu, bro.
They read that.
Mako's just trying to keep all attention on him as there's the showstopper. Gunman able to ignore that one, but never mind. The turn back, and Jing does manage to find him, and Jing is absolutely busted open this side of the map. Mako now dead. He's freeing, frantically trying to find the kill. Does manage to one off there onto something, but it's a 2v4. They try to get this up to match point. PRX looking well slated. Continue to hang in here.
I don't know what in the world happened there with Hyunmin.
Jing must have spotted him on the mini-map, turned back.
He must have, yeah.
Sure, we'll see it in the replay, but
Nice,
maybe if he gets that kill, you start to believe that it's going to be possible. Seems like Flashback, given the money that he's got, wants to try to break the bank a little bit more here from PRX, but sure if they're going to give him too many opportunities. A jump peek from Devi. Jing out in the open, and that is a snappy one from Flashback. Not enough to turn the tides in this round. PRX finally able to break this win streak. Deficit back to 5.
Yeah, still though, that economic damage.
16
Some
comeback.
impact potentially, but as PRX now got to rattle off a bunch of rounds in a row. Sure, we've seen him do it. We've seen him do it on this
Apakah
map.
DRX bakal comeback, guys? Tahu lah.
DRX just has looked so
Jarang sama
control. He
cerita
saw right out of the
kalau
corner.
comeback.
Great reaction from Jing, and then I don't know, Mako's just backpedaling with the Odin. Just had to choose one way or another, I suppose. Just couldn't win out either side.
Gun's too loud, can't hear the footsteps. PRX about to hit. Bit of an ult cycle here with Forsaken, and something's about to be available. Forsaken avoiding the lion's share of that damage. He's away from the Seasonade combo. Gunman makes a loud exit. I think why they're trying to sell this here.
Yep.
Make them forward for Pain to collect.
Exactly right. They don't check it with the Prowler either.
They might not fall for this either way. They're still breaking down the baby door, now pushing forward into the B side. Mako nearby. Paranoia sent. Gets a catch on the 3. Holds it back for now.
It's going to be tough. DRX is here. Got to try something else, I think. Not player lurking, but do have the wall here. So there will be recognition, maybe.
Just around this corner, and that's the spike now dropped.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
So much more control. Because now Devi has to recover, and he has to take his time.
Retrieving flash.
Get something in Hyunmin. Right on top of each other.
Spike collected, yeah. He set it on the mini-map, shoulder to shoulder. Forsaken, however, able to find one. Flashback dead here at the site. The swoop coming in from something.
Nice something.
Will be able to find the kill there onto Hyunmin. Don't worry, Prius. Is now. He's going to go pushing. Wait for the rest of his teammates to try to get gathered up. 3v4 certainly doable here for the side of DRX, but something does as well have that dimensional drip, but he would love to be able to save it.
Vi needs to pick up some speed here. This lurk timing should get there just in time.
Lurking dari jauh banget, Cok. Nice Vi.
Seal the deal on it. So slide away back through rubble and A main. DRX. The pressure starting to work against them here.
Guys, going to ship. Dia cuma punya Rudy doang.
Away at this lead.
Well, and you can't give this PRX team any hope. They are very momentum based. They can run it right back on you. They've done it time and time again throughout their history. This is a team that is known to keep you on the edge of your seat one way or another. So you better believe that they believe they can still get this done. You're gonna have a bunch of ults on both sides. Something with the drift, Patman with a nightfall, freeing with the steel garden. Nice win on the backside, but man, something nice work around that corner.
Shame.
Devi not gonna whip
What the fuck, Cypher?
on the lurk this time. Cypher seems to be grooving with what he's seeing.
Round separating, still the nightfall here. Plenty of tools to work with. Continue running this one back here. Dimensional drift now. Started off. Something just going to go checking forward into the seaside. Gets a glimpse of freeing. Might not be able to spot out Flashback, who is going to be playing nearby. Nightfall goes across. Does end up getting dodged.
No vice wall there, just the thorns to slow this up, but DRX is trying to get into place.
That's a clone. Clear the haunt, turn to the flash. Something backing away. Makes his exit. It looks like this is a full pivot call. It seems to be the case. Patman going to be struck down. The swing out. The paranoia is there. Forsaken is now cooked. Jing can only find one. They're trying to rotate out, but DRX are just so close by. And something doesn't get the spot. They all fall to the wayside, and DRX tear them limb from limb as they get up to match point.
They're just so fast on this. They're just expecting that PRX is going to fully commit off of the drift, and they could play delay just enough. A brilliant paranoia there from Mako. Opens things up for Hyunmin. Freeing, swinging in, and PRX just had no idea. Every twist and turn, there were DRX players lurking, ready to pounce.
Hyunmin now, a showstopper online, bounding forward over towards rubble. PRX playing it patiently. Stay tucked back for now. Showstopper engaged, looking for a target, but it's going to be something dead off the rip. A kill found as he was trying to TP forward over towards the orb. He dealt with the swing in from Devi, able to find Bane, brings it back to a 4v4. The spike now able to be planted as soon as the wall falls. Getting close, flashback looking for the catch instead. Hugs back, goes in for the dimensional drift, getting a spot on damn near everyone here from PRX. Spike again, interrupted, not yet planted, freeing around the back, has the spike at his feet and a shorty on the corner.
Nice.
Will be able to fight back a little bit more, but now Devi is going to be taking down the spike, collected, Forsaken, running for his life. Jing now on a flank, the impact, one kill would give him a showstopper. It's just a world away from Forsaken, who needs to be able to hold the line.
He's got to hightail it over here.
Late check there from Hyunmin. It seems like they are going to be a bit suspicious about it. There's the push forward, trying to play this patiently, but only finds a smattering of damage. Mako down to 18.
GG guys, thank you for sudah
to keep Paper
Lagi
Rex
banget
here
PRX
champions.
udah ikut di champion.
The tap of the fuse. The smoke cycled back, and he's just holding it. It's already up the half. He finds one. Showstopper. Nice! A much needed, necessary Red Bull clutch to keep Paper Rex alive.
Well, despite the struggles for Paper Rex today, Jing has been incredible. And that may just be the best yet that we've seen. My word. The instant decision to go for the showstopper. And it comes with not much time to spare.
0.33 seconds.
Oh my God.
Remaining on the fuse. Jing very well may have just saved their entire tournament lives, but already DRX looking to fight back. He's going to be taken down. He finds a kill on the flashback. Dust settles a 4v4. Freeing once again, very quickly scaling forward, taking space outside of Mound, getting this information, allowing for DRX to pivot and get into position, trying to counteract this take on B.
I'll jump across the wall, so that's not going to be an issue there. Just going to be on DRX to set up for this retake. Not much util left in the back pocket though. Prowler, the arc rose.
Ini kalau komik gila sejarah banget, asli sumpah. Kalau komik sejarah banget nih.
Rose from Paper X, not getting a spot there. Mako will swing away from it. Might not be watching this main flank. The smoke now does dissipate. He swings the corner. He should have something dead to rights. Divide, however, able to find 2 quick kills there at upper. A 2v2 now. Freeing. Swings in, joining in alongside the IGL. Mako finds one. And gets the other. And that's it. It's over. 13 to 8. DRX.
Thank you, PRX.
They are taking that next step forward as they look for their first trophy, now tying their highest ever placement in BCD history. They eliminate Paper Rex.
What a Cinderella run this has been for the 4th seed from Pacific. The RX Derby goes the way of DRX when it matters
Saya kan nggak
most.
aktif di sini, Jay.
Mako and company able to get back into that lowers final for another
Belum
chance
saatnya emang.
to try to compete for a trophy. And what a showing here today. Gunman in particular, absolutely devastating on that duelist role. But man, oh man, DRX has done the unthinkable, and they continue on here at Champions.
In 2-0 fashion as well. Commiserations to Paper Rex, continuing to put up entertaining performances the whole year throughout. They've got a trophy. DRX, I'm sure, in the past.
Masih banyak PR, masih banyak play di pedalam
No
ini.
back-to-backs to be seen.
Katanya PR kan udah bakal
Still a
retire.
chance for DRX to claim their first international title, to bring a first champions back to the Pacific region, as well as having all 3
Another
the
day,
golden
bro.
road, perhaps here for the region.
Oh, and how great this must feel for these young guys
Ya,
to come
PRX
up
udah-
here on the biggest stage.
Ya, udah
and
dapat
get a win
master
like
ya.
that. You come in here, tons of fans, tons of
Mana lah
pressure.
ya.
And you're able to stand tall and put up one of your best performances that we've seen all year from this team.
Second crack at Fnatic as well, after
This
squandering
kinda
the
suck.
first, what felt like it should have been a 2-0 in their favor to stick themselves in that upper bracket. DRX, chance at revenge. Neither team going to have too much time to really prepare. It's a
This
best
should
of
be
5
heartbreak.
that's happening tomorrow. So everyone's going to have to dig deep.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like DRX momentum going to be riding for them. It's just, can they withstand that tenacious, resilient Fnatic team who has just shown time and time again that they don't have much give up.
No, they don't. And usually when they have a performance as they did today, the bounce back is going to be even bigger for them. It's very few and far between. You can have that squad look down and out. For Paper Rex, just see them in the offseason, see them next year, as they'll be looking for that second trophy in 2026. But for now, let's send it down to Lou. He's going to be standing by for a Verizon post-match interview.
DRX font tomber les champions en titre, PaperX. DRX Dream is still alive here in Paris, Yunmin. I'm gonna borrow you for a quick interview. First of all, to Kaio, congrats.
Fuck. Adalah. Ada harinya di mana kita menang, ada harinya di mana kita kalah. Mungkin di sini ya DRX sudah bagus banget mainnya guys, bagus banget ngebaca banget dari permainan PRX-nya mereka. Banyak momen-momen dimana nggak kebagian juga dari tim-timnya gitu, dari timingnya si siap so per second, timingnya si something dan lain-lain yang timingnya udah nggak dapet di mereka gitu cuy. Ya GG lah ya teman-teman, thank you banget dan nonton teman-teman sekalian ya. Ya mau gimana lagi, terus puas dengan skor 2-0 DRX. Dan next ya gua nggak tahu bakal nonton juga apa enggak, livestream bakal enggak untuk DRX lawan Fnatic atau energi lawan siapa aja yang menurut sana. Ya intinya gitu guys, thank you udah nonton guys, dan see you next time. Kita bakal live stream game yang lain, atau kalau pengen main mabar juga bisa infoin aja teman-teman ya. Yang buat pengen mabar info-info aja. Kabar-kabar aja. Jadi seperti itu. Mana Rizwan gini? Berarti bergadiri. Si Rizwan ini. Nampaknya tuh lah. This heartbreak. Thank you. Udah gak ada mabar lagi. Ya udah.